Hi students, welcome to another session of chemistry, and this is a continuation to the classes what we are actually taking now, the balancing of redox reactions. So, we are at the second method, that is oxidation number method. In the previous class what we discussed, how it should be done by oxidation number method. So, we have taken an equation and balanced. So, let us go to the next equation again. Let us practice, let us see. So, oxidation number method. So, in this method actually the number of steps are less, even you do not have any limitations also. You can take an equation, ionic equation also you can do it. But anyhow, let us take first the molecular equations directly. In an ion electron method, you have to convert actually into ionic form, then you can balance it. But in this type method, we do not require anything else. So, let us see another molecular equation and we will practice it. So, let us see again this question, K2Cr2O7 treated with HCl, only just HCl is added, so that it converts into KCl plus CrCl3 plus H2O plus Cl2. So, when we just take this equation and try to see the oxidation, what is oxidation number method to be applicable. So, what I have to do in an oxidation number method is, first identify the element which is changing in oxidation state or number. So, if you see oxygen should be -2, potassium wherever it is +1. So, what you have to determine is maybe hydrogen is also +1, because here it is +1, in water also it will be +1. So, what you have to do is, you have to determine maybe chromium and chlorine. So, here this chromium is +6 if you calculate, potassium is +1, oxygen is -2. So, total charge on this should be +2, total charge on the oxygen should be -14. So, total charge that is left out is +12 to neutralize it, means each chromium should have +6. But when you determine here, chromium is +3. So, chromium is reducing. Now, chlorine, if you take chlorine here -1, because hydrogen is +1, but here chlorine is -1, here also chlorine is -1, but here chlorine is 0, means we say all HCl will not be converted as Cl2. So, in such case what you do is, take another HCl molecule and assume all these chlorines will exist here. So, when you have an element is sometimes changes, sometimes does not change, take the same molecule from which you are getting that element, take again. It is just a normal procedure which is not explained in the method. So, now here we assume this chlorine will convert into 0 and here the chromium will convert into 3. So, what you have to do? After identifying that element, calculate the change in oxidation number for a single molecule when we take. So, how many chromiums are here? Actually, we have 2 in one molecule. So, what is the total charge here should be +12. So, all these chromiums as per the condition, what we are saying is should be converted to here, means there must be 2 chromiums here. We can't say that chromiums are anywhere. Now, in this chlorine is here and there also, but chromium is nowhere, only other than this compound. So, there must be 2 chromiums here also, each should be plus 3. So, what is the final charge here? Plus 6 on the right hand side on the chromium, each one is plus 3, here the chromium is plus 6. So, the total charge here is plus 12. So, total will be minus 6. What is mean by 6? You can say plus 6 electrons. 6 electrons are gained. With respect to chlorine now, if you see here it is 1, here it is 0. You can write 2 also, you can count, but we are calculating per 1. So, this is 0 final, this is minus 1. So, plus 1 means 1 electron is lost. So, you can write 1. So, what we said, the electron loss is nothing but increase, electron gain is nothing but decrease, but we have to make these two equal. So, what we should do? Just multiply this with 6, because it is already 1. So, let us write the equation now again with the coefficients what we fixed for K2Cr2O7 and HCl, for this HCl which is involving in the change. So, how much we fixed it? 6, this is 1, plus this HCl we have to see later. Now, this is KCl, this is CrCl3, this is H2O plus Cl2. So, the chlorine which is changing has to be 6. So, we will write this as 3. So, we cannot change the coefficient of this. Next, potassium, it is a basic logic you can just do in the hit and trial type method. So, when fixed 1, you can go to the next one, how to balance that. So, here potassiums are 2, here potassiums are have to be 2, make it 2. Now, chromiums are 2, this has to be 2. Now, chlorines which are not changing, because we are doing the atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen first, because they will be repeated less in the equations, means they will be coming in one compound or only 2 compounds only, except other than that you will not see repetition. Maybe chlorine here may be there, but very rare cases you will see such cases. So, here chlorine is now which is not changing, this is changing, this was not changing. So, here there are 2 chlorines which were not changing plus 6. So, total number of chlorines which are not changing is 8, all must come from here. So, this is 8. So, next we have to balance hydrogens first, then oxygen, because oxygen most of the time exist in all the compounds on the left and right hand sides. So, here 6 plus 8, 14. So, this has to be 7, or you say the reference of oxygen, then you can write that also 7, because in this case oxygen is not repeated much, it is only in water and here it is in K2Cr2O7. So, when we just take such a type of any complicated equation on the left and right hand sides, so many compounds are there. If you just use this simplest method, oxidation number method, which is the most easy method, only less number steps, even oxidation number method is there, ion electron method is there, that is also you have taken as a two-step process type what we have done. But this becomes so no need to just change the coefficients, go on changing, just only you determine here, just write the again equation, just change the coefficients with some systematic logical point. We balance this, we cannot change the coefficient of this, try to give the coefficient with reference to them, so that the complete equation can be balanced in a minute. Like we are explaining, it takes time, but when you practice it and do it as a systematic, you can directly get easily, even in a less than 1 minute. Clear? So, let us go to next equation in this. So, let us take a disproportionation reaction and do here. So, the one which already we have done, we are not taking now. In the ion electron method we have done those, like chlorine, iodine, what we have done. So, instead of that we will take the other one, another disproportionation reaction. So, what is that is P4 plus NaOH plus H2O is giving PH3 plus NaH2PO2. So, it is a disproportionation reaction. How you say it? So, simple again. What is phosphorus oxidation state here? 0. Phosphorus oxidation state here is -3. Phosphorus oxidation state here is +1. You can predict it separately, because sodium should be always +1. Why we have not gone for sodium, hydrogen and oxygen? Because they are reference for us. Hydrogen will have -1 or +1, but when it is only with metal, not with any other elements, then it is -1, otherwise it is +1. It is +1 here. Oxygen -2, because it is not a peroxide, so peroxide and oxygen fluorine containing compound. Here also the same, here also the same, because it is O2, but it is not a peroxide, because it should be only 1A element or 2A element only with oxygen. Only those combinations should be there. Other than that, you should not have any other element. So, phosphorus is already there. So, you cannot say that is peroxide. So, phosphorus only we determine. I have written. So, again disproportionation reaction what we have done in ion electron method, we consider again once. Now, let us consider similarly here once again P4 0. So, assume this P4 is going from 0 to -3, this P4 is going from 0 to +1. So, when you have P4 here 4, you should have 4 here, that is a default basic logical condition. You have 4 here, you must have 4 here, because we are saying all those are going there. So, here the total charge should become now -12, because for 1 we are actually measuring. There are 4 phosphorus here in this. So, this is -12 minus of 0 -12 means 12 units is decreasing, means 12 electrons are gained. So, you can write 12 electrons gained means going downwards are taken. In this case, there are 4 phosphorus here. So, each one is +1. So, the total charge here has to be +4 minus this is 0 again. So, +4, that means 4 electrons are lost, just gone out. Clear? Now, what is the next step? We have to see that these two numbers should be equal. increase and decrease. So, what I have to do? Multiply this with 3, means instead of taking 4, make it 12. So, each one increases by 0 to 1 plus 1. So, 4 units only increase we observed, but how much you have to see increase? 12, because here 12 decrease is there, 12 electrons are gained, here 12 electrons has to be lost. So, what we will do? Make it 4, sorry, make it 3. So, let us say now 3 P 4, this is what we have done, plus P 4 plus now NaOH plus H2O plus PH3, you can write 4 also, this is also NaH2PO2, but these phosphorus which are going to this PH3, this is 4. So, this has to be 4. Let's see again, this P4 which is going to PH3, there are 4. So, this has to be 4, but this phosphorus which is going from 0 to plus 1, here what we have shown, this is we have taken as 3 times. So, it becomes totally 12. So, all these 12 should exist here. So, that is 12. So, with reference to the phosphorus we have already gave those coefficients. Now, coming to the atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen, what is there here? Only sodium. So, how many sodiums are here? 12. So, make it 12 again. Now, hydrogens, suppose you see the hydrogens here 12, here 24, because these hydrogen coefficients you can't change. So, already method says if already some coefficient is given, do not change that coefficient. So, this is already fixed. So, hydrogen here 12, hydrogen here 24, total hydrogens are 36 here, 12 plus 24, but hydrogens here already 12 are there. So, remaining 24 we should get from here only. So, you can write this also 12, or you can balance with respect to oxygen. So, how many oxygens are there here? 12 into 2, 24, but 12 are already there in this, remaining 12 should come from here. So, this is the balanced equation. Clear? So, this is another disproportionation reaction which can be done now by oxidation number method. Say number of steps will be less, you will have less let us say determinations, anything, just like a hit and trial type, it is a simple equations which you are balancing by hit and trial method, such type will be applicable at the later stages. Clear? Let us take another disproportionation and see now what we generally contain, what type of general disproportionation reactions which we come across. So, let us take that again and do it. So, here Cl2 plus NaOH is giving NaCl, NaClO3 plus H2O. So, how we say again this is a disproportionation reaction. Chlorine oxidation state here is 0, chlorine oxidation state here is -1, chlorine oxidation state here is +5. Hydrogen, sodium, oxygen remain same throughout the equation. Here oxygen is -2, here oxygen is -2, here oxygen is -2, sodium anywhere should be +1, hydrogen here is +1. So, what we do? We take another chlorine at 0 and assuming this chlorine is going as -1 and this chlorine is going as +5, means all the chlorines in this are going as +5 and all the chlorines here going as -1, that is it. So, what is the next step after identifying those elements? Identify the total electrons lost or gained per molecule. So, this is 1. So, 2 chlorines must be here. So, 2 into that -1 -2, this is 0. So, minus of 0 -2, that means 2 electrons are gained. Next in this 2 chlorines here, 1 chlorine there, but all the chlorines should go as +5. So, 2 chlorines must be there here, that 2 into this 5, 10 minus this is 0. So, that it is +10, that means 10 electrons lost. So, what I have to do? Make these two equal. So, -2 plus 10. How to make it equal? This is only you take 5 times. So, multiply this with 5. So, now write down Cl2 as Cl2. This is but 5 Cl2 now plus NaOH. This is NaCl. These coefficients we can now give based on the left hand coefficients which we fixed, the chlorines which are changing and the chlorines which are not oxidizing, which are reducing. So, how many chlorines were reducing? These chlorines were reducing. How many are there? 5 into Cl2, 5 into 2, 10. So, these two should be 10. How many chlorines are actually converted as +5? According to this only 2, only one coefficient. So, this has to be 2. So, now how many sodiums are there on the right hand side? Fixed. This is 10, this is 2, 12. All sodium should come from here. So, 12. Now, hydrogen is only less repeated, oxygen is there in this, but in this and in this it is there, but hydrogen is here and here only. So, that we just do which is repeated less, we try to balance first. So, this is 12. So, this has to be 6, done, because we cannot change the coefficient of any other compound now. So, it is fixed. So, this is the balanced equation. So, sometimes we may simplify because it is 1 plus 5, 6, this is 12, this is 10, this is 2, this is 6. So, you can write the simple coefficients also. So, you can write these 5 Cl2 plus 1 Cl2 as 6 Cl2, this as 12 NaOH, you can write this as 10 NaOCl, you can write this as 2 NaClO3 plus 6 H2O. You can now simplify all the coefficients because all are divisible by some number, some common number. Then you can write that. What is the common number? That is, all these numbers are divisible by 2. So, you can divide this with 2, this with 2, this with 2, this with 2, this with 2. So, you will get the complete balanced equation in the simplified coefficients. Where you can do it, you can just proceed to that. Clear? So, this is another disproportionation type equation. Clear? Okay. So, let us go with these questions, you just try to practice by oxidation number method. So, I will write this equation Cu plus HNO3 giving CuNO3 taken twice plus NO plus H2O. But what is this equation says is NO3 nitrate, but here it is again NO3, but we have nitrogen only in this. That nitrogen must also exist here and also here. So, instead of that, what we do, all such cases like what we did in the previous examples as HCl, write another HNO3. So, assume all these nitrogens are here, all these nitrogens are going like this. So, now which element is changing in the oxidation state here? Hydrogens are always plus 1 here, oxygen is always minus 2, but when you see copper here is 0 because it is element. Copper here is nitrate ion NO3 minus 1. So, total charge on the nitrates is minus 1 into 2 minus 2, this has to be plus 2. So, copper goes from 0 to plus 2. And here nitrogen is plus 5, that is we are assuming here it is there, but this nitrogen which is plus 5 HNO3 total nitrogen oxidation state is plus 5, but here the nitrogen oxidation state is plus 2 because oxygen is minus 2. So, these nitrogens are converting like this and this copper is converting as plus 2. So, let us determine what is increase and decrease again. Changes, one copper in one molecule changes to this plus 2 minus of 0 plus 2, that means 2 electrons are lost. Increase is loss, decrease is gain, because when electrons are gained charges will decrease. So, here one nitrogen in one molecule, this nitrogen should be converted to plus 2. So, this is plus 2 minus of plus 5 which is equal to minus 3. So, there is 3 electrons gain. So, how to make it equal? Multiply this with 2, multiply this with 3, because 2 and 3 you can make it equal only in that way as simple numbers. So, what is the now coefficient of this has to be 3 Cu, what is coefficient of this has to be 2. So, simultaneously you can give for the others also, HNO3, CuNO3, NO plus H2O. Now, here these nitrogens which are changing is 2, this has to be 2. This copper which is changing has to be 3, this is 3. Now, left out is nitrogen 6, write 6. Now, hydrogens 2 plus 6, 8, 4, done. Clear? And hope everybody will practice these questions. So, you can see anywhere they are available, any physical chemistry books they are available. You can even get through the nets, practice these questions. Clear? Thank you. We will continue in the next sessions. We will see other topics in the next session. Thank you.